Probably well, it would have been a platform for the lads to go and kick on and think, okay, we played against a really good City side there, we've matched them for 120 minutes, let's go and build from that. And then that kind of overtakes the whole day and the whole game today, which is, like I said, it just puts a big cloud over a really good performance. But where we go from there, like Jamie said, if your number goes up, you have to come off. Where does that leave the rest of the Premier League players in the future games coming up? Do players start refusing to come off?
But where does it leave Sarri right now?
I think in a tough place. I'm surprised he didn't come on and force him to come off. If I'm the manager there, you go on and
some managers would have.
Some managers.
As a player, you have to respect the manager's decision. I mean, because also, you know, for the players, for your teammates, then of course you can talk in the dressing room, or I don't know, tomorrow in the training ground, and tell the manager you were happy with the decision, but in the game you have to do it.
What would you be saying to now to Kepa in the dressing room if you were a player, Chelsea captain now?
I'm not sure.
We repeat that. Probably can't repeat it, can we?
Probably can't, but it's a tough and difficult one for the players on the pitch as well, because the manager's made his decision. Like we said there, you have to go off. It's a difficult one for the players to go over and force him off. Is it their duty and responsibility? Probably not. It's the players' responsibility to go off and accept it, and like we said there, deal with it tomorrow.
You know, he's gone down twice with cramp. You know, the manager's more than his right to say, look, come off now. That's twice. You know, he wants to make the substitution. You're bringing on a goalkeeper that is known for doing it, winning penalties, shootouts for his team, and Pablo made a brilliant point at the time as well, that, you know, the mind games that could have happened there. It's a bad call from the goalkeeper. You've got to come off. There's no two ways about it.
I think it's him going down. Is that a tactical one? Is it a time-wasting one to kind of get to penalties? Has he really got cramp? We don't know the conversations between medical staff that have gone on and what have they repeated back to the management. You know, it just looked frustration all round, didn't it? But listen,
what we do know is his number came up and he didn't come off.
Yeah, exactly.
And the ramifications for that, because Sarri coming into the game was under pressure. This actually was a very good performance, but where does it put him now?
I'm really not sure. It'd be interesting to see how the next 24, 48 hours kind of pans out for the club. But
can you see him walking away?
I thought he was going to at one point, didn't you?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go down the tunnel and that was him, but
I'm pleased he didn't.
We'll have to see, yeah.
But that's a dark place. When you're walking down that tunnel, and it's a hard one for you, Pablo, isn't it?
Must be tough as a manager in a situation like that.
But like you said, though, there's managers that would have come on and made him come off. That's
Start the game until he does come off.
I mean, it's a difficult point because I think it's so many things around. Probably they should say, listen, let's talk about positive. You know, if I'm sorry, I just try. You know, I would be happy because of the performance. That was, I think, the most important thing today. The Chelsea shows that they're a great team. They got great
that's not
players.
what everybody will be.
You know, I think that problem will attract, you know, all the attention, and the problem in the coming days, you know, and people will be talking about this. But that is a problem that the players and the manager, they will sit down all together in the dressing room and we sort it out, you know. That's fine. But the thing is what's coming up. They still need to get that Champions League spot. You know, they still need to play Europa League, so there's still a lot of things to play for, and they just need to come away from this game thinking, lads, we did a brilliant job today, and we must be very pleased because of the performance, and from here we need to go lay down until the end of the season.
I think if the manager wasn't under so much pressure, it's not obviously the talking point that it is. The fact that he's been under pressure, the fact that maybe people talking about there's meetings with the players not involving the manager. It just feels like people will look at it, the board might think that he's been undermined by this. And that's why it's such a difficult situation, because it could have happened if they were in a great run of form. The keeper just wasn't coming off. He'd made up his mind. He hasn't probably subconsciously done it with a lack of respect to the manager, but he just doesn't want to come off. But you've got to. That's football. Once your number comes up, you've got to get off the field.
Could Sarri have done anything different?
Well, unless he physically runs on and pulls him off the pitch. You know, David Luiz tried. You could see that Gianfranco Zola was trying. Everybody was trying. The only thing you can do, I suppose, is just say, I'm not starting this game. As the manager, stand on the pitch and say that he has to come off. You have to keep going, but I don't know. What does that? How do you do that? What do you do? What else could you do?
I don't know, because we've never seen this before, so it's difficult to say something about it, because as a manager and in football you have to make quick decisions, and Kepa was so confident on saying it. Don't take me off. I want to go until till the end of the game. But
he did have the opportunity at the end of extra time before penalties to somehow.
Yeah, but once you do something like this, then you have to keep him in goal. I mean,
it'd be interesting if he plays the next game.
Yeah, he's got. How would the players look at Sarri now? Do you feel?
If I was in, I'd be expecting the manager to come in and deal with it instantly. For me, whether or not he has, I don't know.
So fitness work with a goalkeeper. That's what, I mean, what's he getting cramped for in the first place? He's a goalie. I still can't get my head around that.
He does have a few touches though.
He does, but I mean, getting cramped, that's a new one for me, a goalkeeper.
At age 40, even a healthy person loses muscles. Try Ensure Gold, a delicious wheat flavor. Now with protein and HMB, complete nutrition for your everyday strength. Improved strength in 8 weeks.
Here come the supporting cast for him.
Steve and Dave use eToro to invest in the financial markets. Steve does research on global investment opportunities. Dave does research on how to become a level 60 wizard. Steve follows the feed for the latest market news. Dave follows the feed for the latest cat videos. Steve has a watch list for promising investments. Dave has a watch list too. So why is Dave just as good an investor as Steve? It's because Dave used eToro's copy trader to automatically replicate Steve's trading activity. Whenever Steve makes a trade, Dave does too. Trade like a Steve with eToro, the world's leading social trading platform.
One of the most one-sided games that I've ever seen. Opportunity. Oh, that's easy for the goalkeeper. With the tackle, keep the ball, well broken up, and possession changes. Could be a goal. Defenders are backed up, he shoots. A little bit of play between these two. He's got it back again. I'd love to see a goalkeeper go bravely on someone's feet like that. Here he is with a chance. And the defender got in just in time. Turnover there that we didn't expect. Now they're on the ball again, having intercepted. Going off shortly. It's still going on here on the ball. That's an important interception. Both sides are going to make changes here. Has now called the halt.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your own safety and security, there will be a 15-minute delay until the district supporters will have access to the exit gates. Thank you for your cooperation.